only thing, an entity that is not bound by anything should be doing logically is existing.
Okay, fine.
That's the only thing it should be doing.
Would you mind?
I tell you why. Because it's self-sustaining. Hang on, you ask why.
Okay.
He's enough for himself. He doesn't need anything. He should be in the most zen state that you have ever seen anything be in, because he's like this.
The people want to hear the answer to this.
Answer.
When you're like this, I don't want anything, need anything, desire anything, require anything. I'm not bound by anything. All I'm gonna do is this.
Okay.
But he didn't. Did he?
But
he didn't. He went.
Answer.
What am I gonna do? Hang on a minute. Let me do something. Whoa. Hang on a minute. Why? What was lacking within you that you had to do something else? You obviously weren't happy, or there was obviously something lacking within this Allah, which now takes him away from his all-powerful status.
We can know what's your theology. What do you believe in? Because we come up to you, sometimes you're like an atheist, then you're agnostic, then I don't get it. Then you say you speak to your ancestors, so I just want to know, you clarify for me, so for the people so we don't misjudge and say you believe this or that.
The only thing, an entity that is not bound by anything should be doing logically is existing.
Okay, fine.
That's the only thing it should be doing.
Would you mind?
I tell you why. Because it's self-sustaining. Hang on, you ask why.
Okay.
He's enough for himself. He doesn't need anything. He should be in the most zen state that you have ever seen anything be in, because he's like this.
The people want to hear the answer to this.
Answer.
When you're like this, I don't want anything, need anything, desire anything, require anything. I'm not bound by anything. All I'm gonna do is this.
Okay.
But he didn't. Did he? But he didn't. He went.
Answer.
What am I gonna do? Hang on a minute. Let me do something. Whoa. Hang on a minute. Why? What was lacking within you that you had to do something else? You obviously weren't happy, or there was obviously something lacking within this Allah, which now takes him away from his all-powerful status.
We just record now.
I feel like I'm a star right now.
Oh yeah. I need to get in there. Let's go.
Camera's going to do it.
It's recording, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, basically Sara, yeah? Also Steve, but you changed your name to Sara. Okay, so basically you always come to us in Speaker's Corner and you question our beliefs, and you even when we explain, you laugh, you jump up and down, yeah? So today, I want to know about what you believe, yeah? Because the thing is, you always come and question us and you ask us questions. Let today be a day where we ask you questions. What is your belief? Where did you come from? You say you speak to your ancestors. How do you speak to your ancestors, yeah? Also, I sense a bit of racism in you. You think you're superior than other races. Why? Yeah? So these are the questions that I want to know. So if you could this is why I'm here today. I want to know, I want you to explain to me where you came from.
First of all, last week, in particularly, 3 of your Muslim brothers came up to me.
Yes.
You're telling me that I go up to them. I don't go up to them. People come up to me. Today, Callum said to me, Ali Dawah wants to speak to you. That's you coming up to me again.
Yes, of course.
I'm not coming up to you.
Yes.
So there's obviously something about me that you want to know, right?
Yes.
So when I'm confronted, I confront.
Okay, but as far as I know, you come to us, but okay, let's suppose who comes to who. Today I came to you and I'm asking you these questions and I want answers for this. So we can know what's your theology, what do you believe in? Because we come up to you, sometimes you're like an atheist, then you're agnostic, then I don't get it. Then you say you speak to your ancestors, so I just want to know, you clarify for me, so for the people so we don't misjudge and say you believe this or that.
Why does it matter to you what I believe?
It does matter a lot to me.
Why?
Because, look, I'm a Muslim, the Quran is my book, I believe it's from God, and I have no doubt about that. What's your book? What's your theology? Good. Where did you come from? You speak to your ancestors. I want to know, like, if you're...
So like I said, why does that matter to you?
Of course it matters to me. The thing is, why? Okay, why? Look, I said to you once again, yeah? If somebody came to me and said, Al, you come here, you question us every time, but today I want to know, what do you believe? You always come in here, question us. What do you believe? I'll say, look, I'm a Muslim. I believe the Quran and I believe God Almighty sent that, and I'm proud of that.
So have you put it out there to be questioned?
Yes, of course I have. I always do. Why do you think I come here?
Okay, so you put it out there to be questioned, right?
Yes.
So have I put myself out there to be questioned?
Yes, you have. Even if you haven't, we are. What's the problem? This is Speaker's Corner.
So you want to know my beliefs now?
Yes, I want to know your beliefs. Yeah, you see.
What if I told you that I believe in aliens?
Then we have to challenge that. Where's your evidence that you believe in aliens? You can't just come and say I believe in aliens.
I don't have to have evidence for it.
Yes, you do.
Why?
You do.
Why?
because you do. Because I'm telling you.
I have to have evidence for a belief.
Look, I'm telling you the Quran from Allah. You're going to say to me, where's your evidence?
No, hang on.
I have to talk about the evidence.
Do you know what a belief is?
You tell me.
Okay, so a belief is something that you don't know. You do know that, right? It's based on faith, not based on something that you know. Do you know what something that you know is?
Okay.
Okay, so do you know you're here, or do you believe you're here?
Okay, I think we're going off point.
No, because
what you're doing
talking
now,
about a belief.
What you're doing now
No,
is
so we know the foundation of what a belief and a knowing is. Because you're telling me that I need evidence for a belief. I don't need evidence for a belief.
Okay, all right. If you don't need evidence for a belief, what is your belief? Don't tell us the evidence now.
So I don't have that. No, hang on.
Okay.
I just want you to understand something.
Yeah.
If I tell you that I believe in aliens,
Yes.
right? You said to me,
Yes.
you have to have. I want to know the evidence for that. A belief is subjective. Do you understand?
It can be.
No, a belief is subjective.
What do you mean?
Meaning, if I believe there's a woman that's beautiful,
Yes.
that's the way I look at her, right? That's my belief. You may say she's ugly,
Okay.
right? So it's subjective, meaning, depending on the subject we're talking about, two people can view it the same. Now, we can't determine whether or not, differently. They can just look at, we can't determine whether or not the woman's ugly or beautiful, can we?
Well, to be honest, it is subjective. I understand where you're coming from.
Right, so a belief is subjective also.
Okay, but
Because you believe in something,
yes.
right?
Yes.
But a Christian won't believe in the same
But
thing.
I would say what I believe, I have evidence for it. But then again, we're going to come there. So I'm saying, stick here. I'm going to come to. We always talk about what I believe, the evidence, God, the Quran, evidence.
So you have evidence.
I believe I do.
So you can prove you're God.
Yes, I can. Yes, you see how surprised you are. Drink some water and answer me, please. Yeah. I want to know your theology. What do you believe in? You say you speak to your ancestors. Yeah, you believe in energy.
What do you
believe you're superior. So because that's why your name is Steve.
Which one?
You change it to Sara. Why Sara and not Steve? Because Steve sounds a bit.
Which question do you want answered first?
First one, what is your belief? Okay, you have no evidence. What is it? You believe in aliens? What is it? Tell us.
I believe in myself first and foremost. Yeah.
I believe in myself as well.
Okay. So I believe in myself.
Yeah.
And I believe that I am in contact with my ancestors.
Okay. All right. You believe in yourself.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Who sent you? Who sent your ancestors? Let's come to that before
Their ancestors did.
Okay. Let's go to the beginning.
We don't know what the beginning is.
Okay. So what's your belief founded? Okay. I believe in my ancestors, and the ancestors brought their ancestors all the way back, but we don't know what started us.
Energy did.
What do you mean energy?
Everything that we know of,
Yeah.
contains energy in one way, shape, or form. Would you agree or disagree?
Yes. Okay.
Would you agree or disagree?
Yes. I'm not expert on that field, but yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, everything that we know of contains energy in one way, shape, or form.
Okay.
From the air that we breathe.
What time?
Okay.
What time?
That we know of.
Time.
Time. We give time energy.
That doesn't make sense.
Who creates time?
I'm just saying, is time got energy or not?
No, but who creates time?
Has time got energy?
No, who creates time?
It's not created.
So we don't create.
So you don't believe there was. So you don't
believe that time is a concept.
No, they can come into. No,
Okay, so who gives energy to a concept?
I don't know. I can't speak on matters that I don't know. Yeah, because I don't know.
So no, but who gives the energy to a concept for it to exist?
You said everything's got energy. Time is an example of something.
Okay, everything that we know of.
You believe any?
Everything that we know of contains energy in one way, shape, or form.
We know that.
Right? Okay, so what is the source of everything?
What do you mean? Okay, let's say energy.
Energy.
Okay, where did energy come from?
Like I said, energy is a source of everything.
No, where did energy come from?
Energy is eternal.
No, where's your evidence that it's eternal?
Listen to me.
I don't.
I'm going to show you how.
Yeah, show me.
Your logic already dictates.
Yeah.
Can something come from nothing?
No, it can't.
Okay. So there's always been something, yes?
Let's come to the other.
Yeah?
Create itself.
No. There's always been something.
Yes.
So it's eternal.
Okay, so you believe in God?
No.
That you call energy?
No.
Everything that begins.
No.
There's this energy that caused your ancestors to come, but you find it hard.
But my ancestors are also part of the same energy.
Look.
Do you understand?
If God Almighty created us.
No, that's your belief.
No. But you're saying energy. What you're doing is you're replacing God with energy.
No, you are replacing energy with God.
Look, God Almighty created us. Yeah.
No,
yes.
you don't have. No.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you for proof. I've just showed you that I've proven that everything contains energy. Yeah.
Can something come from nothing?
I agreed you did not know.
Can it create itself?
We agreed it's eternal.
Oh, no, one second. Can it create itself?
No, it's eternal. What do you mean
What's the
can it
evidence
create
that's eternal?
itself?
Where's the evidence that's eternal?
Hang on. All right, so hang on.
Yeah.
It's about the universe or what? Hang on.
I don't know what he's talking about.
So hang on.
Yeah.
If I told you that God was eternal, what would you say?
That's correct.
Yes, that's correct.
So I'm telling you that energy has always existed in one way, shape or form.
You know, we are on the same thing, but
You know what you're saying is wrong, you know.
Is that, have I got two of you or have I got one of you?
No.
Do you want me to?
Have I got two of you?
Would you like me to answer you?
Have I got two of you or have I got one of you?
Would you like me to?
Have I got two of you or have I got one of you?
Look, you could.
Because then I'll bring someone in and then we can have two.
No, you have a right to.
It's up to you. You have a right to do that.
Because Allah says in the Quran, if you don't know something, ask somebody that knows. I'm not
If
going
you
to
don't
come here and
mind,
act like I
do
know
you want
something
me
that I
to
don't.
just ask you a question, right?
Go on.
The idea you just, first of all, there's a double standard what you said, yeah? You started off by saying, if you don't mind me just saying, yeah? You started off by saying that you believe in talking to your ancestors. Then you said, that's your belief. Then you said that you don't believe in God because there's no evidences for it. Is that correct, yeah?
No, there's evidence for loads of gods, but no God, hang on, but there's no evidence for any God.
One particular God, the creator of the universe, yeah? You don't believe in that God, yeah? Alright, so
Hang on, what do you mean I don't believe in that God? There's no evidence.
So do you don't believe in a creator, an eternal creator of the universe, which is called Allah or God?
No, that's a concept that human beings created.
Okay, fine. In that case, I have something to say to you then.
What do you have to say to me?
I'll say to you that you have applied yourself a terrible double standard. You know why? Because if I ask you, were you there to see your mum give birth to you?
No, I was not.
Okay, that means to say you don't have any. Brother, be quiet. That means to say, so the guy is just talking to him. I'm not going to say, look, I can say.
Where are you going?
Don't be offended by what I'm about to say, yeah?
I don't get offended.
How do you know your dad is your dad?
Because my mom told me. I don't know that.
No,
it's a belief.
So hold on, please. You don't know that you're, sorry to say, but your dad isn't this guy.
I don't.
Okay, so he could be your dad.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now, so you have no empirical evidence to suggest that your dad is your dad.
No.
Do you believe your dad is your dad?
I believe it.
Okay, the same thing applies to God now.
No, it doesn't.
Why doesn't?
Because I can prove my dad.
Hold on, you can't.
No, I can. I can take a DNA test and prove it's my dad.
Okay.
Can I take a DNA test to prove
I'm
God?
happy you said that. I'm happy you said that.
Go on.
Because now I'm going to extend it backwards to whom? Your ancestors that you love and to communicate with, yeah? Can you do a DNA test to prove your ancestors?
I am my ancestors.
That does not make sense. That is a contradiction, my friend.
I'll explain to you how.
Go on.
I'll explain to you how. Your mother and your father came together to create you, yes?
Conceive, conception.
So are you your mother and your father also, and as well as yourself?
That doesn't know. I'm sorry. What you've said here is not making sense to all of us.
Am I your ancestor?
Hang on. Your mother and father came. I've got a child myself. I've got a child.
That's one.
I came to me and my partner came together to create that child.
Okay.
That child's genetic code is of myself and of my partner.
Yes.
That child is its own separate entity, but is that child also myself and my and my partner?
No, not literally. But he's a byproduct of you two.
Yeah, that's
right. Okay. So me and my partner, we are byproducts, or we are our ancestors, and we share the genetic code. My child that's standing here, hang on. Me standing here today, I share the genetic code of at least 100,000, 200,000 people, however many. So I am them, and they are me.
Can you extrapolate this? Can you excavate your ancestors? Could you know this person is?
You know how two people come together to create a child?
I'm saying that you don't know. Your ancestors are your ancestors. Empirically, you can't prove it.
See what he means, then can't he?
Can you?
Listen to what I'm saying, and listen to what you're saying. Listen to what you're saying.
My assertion. You say you believe in your ancestors. You cannot prove your ancestors.
Listen to what you're saying.
That's my assertion.
I am my ancestors. What are you talking about?
That doesn't make sense.
Because
I'm a byproduct of them. You're not them. Get it right.
You cannot prove that your ancestors even existed.
Like I said to you, so my mother and my father don't exist.
Empirically, you cannot prove.
Are you telling me that my mother and father don't exist?
You cannot prove.
Are you telling me that my mother and father don't exist?
I'm telling you that you cannot prove. Listen to what my words are carefully. Yeah, you cannot prove that your ancestors existed in an empirical way. Disprove my words.
Okay. So you're saying I can't go to their DNA and extrapolate. Is that what
You
you're
don't know who to go to.
Okay.
Oh.
Fine. Okay, fine.
All right.
But do they exist? No, but it doesn't matter. But do they exist?
I'm saying you can't prove it empirically. You can't. You can only.
Listen. I want to appeal to your logic today.
Go on.
I want to appeal to your logic.
my friend.
Just do your ancestors or did they exist at one point in time?
You're asking me that question?
Yeah, did they exist?
Yes.
I only know that from cause and effect. The same argument that we use for God.
No, listen. Listen. No,
That's done, brother.
Logic.
It's
Logically speaking,
That is logic.
You know,
That's clear logic.
hang on.
According
You
to
know your
subjective.
ancestors existed. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
From
Yes.
cause and effect. From cause and effect.
Because the cause is sex, right? And the effect is you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we know.
Absolutely.
So we know.
Same thing with
No,
God.
not with God.
Why?
Because God is a belief.
No, it's the ancestors are
belief.
The ancestors are the same belief.
Listen, my friend, I am a living representation of them.
Yeah, the universe is a living representation.
No, it's not.
Why not?
No, it's not.
Why not?
The universe is a living representation of energy. That's all it is.
Okay,
That's all
let me
the
ask you a
universe
question.
is.
Do you think that? Do you think that energy always existed?
Energy has always existed.
Okay, that's false. And that exposes your cosmological ignorance.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, I'm sorry to.
So what's ignorant about that? You tell me.
I'll tell you why. If you know anything about science and if you know anything about physics, you know that the precept or the concept that energy cannot be created or destroyed,
Right.
which is what you're referring to
Right.
implicitly here, is only the case within the context of the universe.
Right.
Now, we know that the universe had an inception.
From
Do you know what the word inception means?
from where?
Now, inception means beginning, right?
Right.
Now,
From-
So do you believe there's a
you
beginning?
can't say beginning from.
Tell
Say,
him,
do you believe that the universe had a beginning?
The universe transformed into what it was. It's not beginning.
Come on, you know it. No, he's gonna.
Energy was before.
No. We're talking about not inside the universe,
My
outside.
friend, all right, I'll prove it right now.
Go on.
Did Allah create the universe?
Yes.
What did he create the universe from?
It doesn't matter. We know we created.
No. What did Allah create the universe
We
from?
know we created it. It doesn't matter how.
No,
we
what
created
did Allah create the universe from?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, what did Allah create the
It doesn't
universe from?
matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
We know he
No.
created it.
Because
How he did it.
you're saying energy doesn't. You're telling me energy is not eternal. That's what you're telling me, right?
No,
Hang on. Wait. Let me
it can't be destroyed.
But I'm saying to you already agree with me, and I'll show you how.
Go on.
What did Allah use to create the universe?
That information is not readily available to us.
Use your logic.
We don't need to use our logic.
You know something.
Logic.
Hang on. You know something can't come from nothing. You said that, right?
You're contradicting.
Right. Okay. So what? But energy
quite embarrassing.
can create energy.
Sorry, say that again.
What but energy brings energy into being?
God Almighty.
So it's God Almighty energy.
No, I never said that. No, I never said that. He's eternal.
This is
Hang on. It's God Almighty energy.
No, we don't call
not energy.
We don't call him energy. No.
We don't know what he's made of.
Use your logic
we don't call him
now.
energy. We don't call him energy.
Use your logic.
We don't call
Hang
God
on. All
energy.
right. Can life come from death?
If God Almighty.
Bro, just stick to the point.
Mama, you're asking me about my belief.
Logically speaking, I'm talking about logically
Sorry,
speaking.
my friend, listen.
Hang on. I'll speak to you people.
Wait.
Can life come from death?
Okay, usually you have no people.
That's the whole thing.
No. Usually, look.
No, I'm talking
In
about
what
if something
context
is
you
dead,
Yeah.
can it bring something into life?
No. Can it come back alive?
No. If something is dead,
Yes. Yeah.
can it bring something to life?
Absolutely. Something that's dead. Can it
Yeah.
come back to life? Is that what you're asking?
No.
What?
Can something that is dead
Yeah.
bring forth life?
Okay, a dead body, like for example,
Itself.
germs being coming alive.
Right.
For example, but what you're saying, I understand. No. Like,
So it can't, can it?
Yeah, okay.
So it can't, can it?
no. Okay.
Okay, so hang on. So how can something that's not got energy within it
No.
bring? Hang on.
No.
How can something that's not got energy within it, i.e. Allah? You tell I mean Allah's not energy, right?
Yes.
How can it bring energy into being if it hasn't got energy as part of it?
Can I tell you?
As part of it.
Okay, can I tell you why? Yeah.
Go on.
Your logic is what you call. This is called a logical fallacy. And unfortunately, the logical fallacy has existed in your mind because you can only conceive of a thing that exists with certain properties as emulating that certain property.
Right.
Which is absolutely false from a logical, scientific,
So what is Allah then?
or physics perspective.
But we're saying
Now,
this.
let me just.
So what is Allah?
Let me ask you a question, if you don't mind.
Let me tell you. Can I say something?
on.
Do you think a tree in the Amazon fell right now?
I don't know.
Just because you don't know, does it mean it didn't drop?
We're back to that argument.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Bro,
yeah.
can I tell you
know.
something?
One second. Yeah, I know. You can't answer it. So don't say, come on, mate, if you can't answer it.
Bro,
Come on, mate, is not an answer.
can I ask you a
Just
question?
Mate, it's like me saying to someone,
just
oh,
because-
is it possible that I said, like, it's possible that I could have sex with a woman yesterday?
One second. Okay. Oh, why'd you always go to sexual?
No, but is it possible?
Listen.
No, is it possible?
Listen, why'd you keep saying about sexual?
Do you know that I didn't?
No, one second.
No, do you know that I didn't?
One second.
Do you know that I didn't? Can you disprove? Exactly. So then I could go around propagating that I had sex with a woman yesterday, right?
I'm saying.
I could, right? I good. See what I'm saying? It's nonsense, isn't it?
Hear me out.
No, because saying that you can't disprove something.
No, not disprove.
Hang on. If that's your argument, you're saying, oh, I don't know.
That's not our argument. I'm saying we did a tree fall in Amazon. Most likely, yes. Just because I didn't hear it and observe it or some kind of thing, it doesn't mean the tree didn't fall. Now we know God exists. You're telling me how did he create it?
You know God exists.
Let me finish my sentence.
The same way you know
from cause and effect.
No, that's what you call it.
Let me finish.
Do you understand?
No, let me finish. Because you either don't jump off on this point. So the point here is just because we can't grasp and fathom doesn't mean no, that's you. You can
stop talking about it.
So that doesn't mean
if you can't grasp and fathom, even speak. You can't quantum.
No. The tactic is he knows what I'm trying to say. He's just trying to let me get aggressive, talk about sex. Listen. I'm telling you something. Just because we can't grasp and fathom it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So I'm saying God exists. You're telling me how did he make it? What's he made of? I don't know. But what I know and have evidence to is that he exists.
No, you don't have evidence.
Yes, I do. Can it come from nothing?
Okay. Listen. Whoa. Wait. This is what you're doing. If you agree, hang on. If you agree with someone that there's some kind of creator that brought stuff into being, how do we now? This is what I'm saying. Everyone has, no matter where you go around the globe, people have come to that conclusion. Which one? That there's some kind of creator or something.
You're right.
All around the world, people have come to that conclusion. What you're now doing is you're trying to narrow it down to your one, to your belief system. That's what you're going to do. So now you're going to become arrogant and egotistical.
No.
That's what's going to happen.
No testicle today, please. Listen.
No, that's what's going to happen because it has to be your one, right?
Can I say something? Firstly, look, you are allowed your friend to come because we don't want to seem like there's two of us against you.
I don't mind, man.
We want to be fair. No, Allah wants to teach us to be just. We want to be just. So if your friend wants to come and give some words, he can. Now he said something. He said every religion out there claims the same thing. What's so special about your God? It's a valid question, and we need to answer. What you need to understand is that we're seeing the one that we worship is nothing like his creation. Anything that you think in your head is not God because anything that you think in your head has a beginning and has an end. What we're saying is if you go to the Christians,
so why are you talking about it?
Let me finish, man. If you go to the Christians, what did they say? Jesus is God. Was Jesus created? Yes. He can't be God. You go to the Hindus. What God do you believe in? Elephant with a hand. Was it created? Can't be God. So what we're saying is you go to Thor, the Greeks. Yeah. Was it created? Who is Thor? I don't know what he even looks like. Yeah. Was he created? He can't be God. The reason why we're saying is our one's unique. So please understand, is because we're saying the one that we worship is unlike his creation. You get it?
Let me understand. Let me
unlike his creation. Unlike.
Let me understand.
That's yours.
Let me understand the parameters that you Muslims have given God or Allah.
No, God has given it.
Wait. I'm gonna correct me if I'm wrong, please. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's all powerful.
Well, these are properties of God, not parameters that are given. So properties or attributes.
So self-sustaining.
Yes.
Sustainer.
But it's self-sustaining.
Yeah, of course.
Meaning he doesn't need anything to sustain him. So he's self-sufficient. Wants nothing. Needs nothing. Desires nothing.
No, what do you mean? 1 second.
Desires nothing.
Okay.
Requires nothing.
He doesn't require it.
The only thing, logic, if we're using logic here, the only thing a self-sustaining entity that is all powerful, that does not want, need, desire or require anything, should be doing is existing.
Can I tell you something?
Why?
Logically, listen, and I'll explain why. It's enough for itself.
Yes.
It's self-sustaining.
Yes.
It doesn't need, want, desire, require anything. Yet and still, those are the parameters that you gave it, you know. I never gave it those parameters.
What does that mean?
But yet and still, it chose to create.
Do you mind if I can I ask you?
But you're making
that goes against its whole. That goes against its essence.
You're using your logic to determine what God should do or not do. That's a fallacy. How could you
No,
put the
it's not.
Look, I don't
Use
grasp
logic.
this.
Use logic.
Look, I'm saying.
Use your deductive capabilities.
Look, listen.
Did Allah want to create?
I'm happy that you mentioned deduction.
Did Allah want to create?
He willed it to.
Did Allah want to create?
Stephen.
Yes.
He did.
Yes.
But you told me he has no wants.
No, you said, no, 1 second.
You told me he has no wants.
No, 1 second. No, what do you mean by wants? It's like, for example, what do you mean by wanting? It's like, oh, I need this, I want this to survive. No, if he chose to create us, he did. But then again, look at.
Hang on. So that he now loses his all-powerful capabilities.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, don't beat around the bush.
Yes, he does.
So have we understood? Did you understand the God that we worship, the difference between the others? Have you understood that?
I know the parameters that you gave.
Have you understood that? Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to you, because we're saying, what we're saying is that, for example, example, the energy that he was talking about outside the creation, for example, what was he saying? The energy is inside the creation, yeah? Okay.
So God lives outside.
Yes, it's outside
time.
the premise of the universe. Of course. That's why you have this problem, because you're like, I can't.
So he lives outside time.
He created the
So he's not bound by time then.
He created time. Don't play my. Why did you?
So, no, he's not bound by time.
Your
Hang on,
ancestors.
did he decide to create?
Look,
No, hang on. You said he's not bound by time. Hang on. Did he decide to create?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Does it take time to make a decision?
That's what you're saying.
No, does it? No, but does it take time to
That's
make a
in the
decision?
context of your experience.
You're using
Bro,
creation.
this is what I'm trying to say. You keep talking about something that you don't even understand yourself. No, hang on. You're giving it parameters that you don't even understand yourself. You're saying it's not bound by time, but you know it takes time to make a decision. He doesn't want anything, but you know he wanted to create. So why do you keep giving this thing? So it's bound by time and bound by want.
This is one of the weakest arguments I've
No,
heard
it's
an
not.
atheist
No.
make.
It's not weak. It's not weak at all. You are making God a human being.
No.
Yes, you are.
So you didn't understand.
Yes, you are.
You don't understand. Let me break.
Listen, this whole
1 second,
bro.
Bro, can I please ask you a question?
Ask me a question.
It's a simple question. Do you believe that everything that begins to exist has a cause?
I don't look at.
I'm just asking you
Hang on,
yes
hang
or
on.
no, please.
I don't look at.
I'm just
and I'm answering your question.
Can you answer me yes or no? Do you believe that everything that begins to exist has a cause?
Yes.
Okay. Did the universe begin to exist?
The universe is merely, for me,
Did the universe begin to exist?
the universe is merely a transformation from one form of energy
So
into
it
another.
began to exist.
Did it begin to exist?
So it began to
It
exist.
depends how you look at it.
No,
Because it already existed in one way, shape, or form.
So hold on.
Because
So
it
in that
already
case-
existed in one way, shape, or
In that case,
form.
my friend, there's a range of evidences that
It already existed in one way, shape, or form.
Sarah. Sarah.
You know my name.
Stephen.
No, we're gonna come to
If the universe began to,
You know my name.
if the universe began to exist,
That's your logic now.
What's yours? What's yours?
Like I said, it existed in one way, shape, or form before.
okay, can you prove that notion?
Because you already proved it.
No, I didn't.
And I'll show you how you proved it.
No, just-
And I'll show you how you proved it.
Just prove it, please. Go.
I'll show you how you proved
Okay, well,
it.
listen.
If you believe in Allah,
Yeah.
and you believe that Allah is the creator of the universe, and the universe came from where? Allah,
Yeah.
which means the universe was already in existence. Because Allah was in existence.
Does anyone buy this
You know
argument?
what he's doing? He's thinking. He's saying my ancestors were made of energy.
No, listen.
So the ones that made it is energy.
Of course it makes sense. No,
it doesn't.
Of course it makes sense.
Maybe
You know
not.
why it doesn't make sense to you? Because you've got separation psychology.
No, I think it
No,
doesn't.
you suffer from.
I genuinely.
Hang on.
Let's go back to
No, I'll tell you why. You suffer from separation psychology. If I was
I don't know why.
to tell you,
You're a
I'll show
psychiatrist
you.
now.
No, I'll tell you why. You separate Allah from His creation. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so hang on. Please stop touching me. Please. You've been touching me for a while now. Like, hang on. I'll explain to you how. If Allah is the only thing in existence,
Yes.
if Allah is the only thing in existence, and it created other things, where did those things come from?
From him.
So how is it separate now from Allah?
No. But this is you're thinking it's a part of him.
Of course, where else would it come
why
from?
does it have to be?
Listen.
Why
Why does it have to be? Who's giving this permit? Who's
My
saying to
friend,
God?
it's logic.
It's not
It's
logic.
logic.
Your logic.
No, listen.
your logic.
No, it's logic.
your logic.
If there's only this bottle in existence,
This is embarrassing.
if there's only this bottle in existence,
can't see where you're going
If there's
with the
only it in existence, and it's going to bring something else, where's it bringing it into existence
It's an
from?
impossibility.
What are you talking about?
Bro, listen to what I'm trying to explain to you. Where is it bringing everything else
Start
into
again, start
existence?
again.
Okay.
Sorry. Yes, start again.
If it's only Allah in existence,
Yes.
only, nothing else, and that Allah chooses to create something else, that something else came from where?
That's it. He has a power.
Okay, so we believe that God has different attributes. This is the problem what you have. Okay, I get it now. No, I get what he's saying. I do understand.
You get it.
No, I understand it. Yeah. I understand what he's saying. He's trying to say, okay, yes. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm right,
Having
Sara.
a child.
I'll see.
The world that we live in, the empirical evidence around us suggests that everything has a cause. So, like for example, we have a child. Yeah? So you have a kid. You're the cause of that child. So that child can't pop into existence. So it has to have a cause, which is you in that
It's
case.
using that
You're
for God.
saying that. So in that case, how comes you got God? Yeah. So he must have had
Something like a part
within
of him
to
that made.
create the thing, whatever it is that's coming next.
Whatever comes out of it is essence of it.
All right. So I understand your argument.
It's from it.
Okay. Now,
Am I lying?
Okay. Let me tell you why. Can I tell you?
Am I lying?
No.
Can I tell you why?
I'm lying.
No.
Yes.
Just tell me why as well. The reasons why your theology or your philosophy it falls to criticism is because you are making the inherent error, of suggesting that the creation is similar to the creator. Our perception is that the creation.
Which is what?
Our perception.
It's just subjective, right?
This is your view, basically. Our perception.
Which is subjective.
Our
right?
perception is that God is completely dissimilar from the rest of creation. Therefore,
is that a subjective
what is
belief?
applicable to God?
Is that a subjective belief or an objective one?
Well, hold on. What is applicable to God? What we believe. What we believe is applicable to God is not applicable to the rest of humankind.
That doesn't make logical sense.
Why?
Like I said to you.
Why doesn't it make sense?
It doesn't make sense
You
because
keep using the word logic, but I don't think you understand what logic
I'm
means.
using logic.
What does word logic mean? Define it.
Wait.
No, seriously, go ahead and define logic.
Just wait.
Go and define logic.
Wait.
So you don't know what logic is?
No, wait.
So you keep saying logic, but you don't know what logic is.
Wait, bro. Wait.
It's not fair what you're doing.
Wait, because I'm not gonna allow you to try and go somewhere.
I'm here, my friend.
The jacket is the only thing in existence.
It's different.
The jacket is going to create. The jacket is going to create something other than this jacket.
Our theology is that the jacket is similar to God.
Hang on.
Go on.
What did the jacket use to create the thing that it was going to create?
Okay, listen. This.
What did the jacket use?
Sara,
The jacket is limited. How's it going to create something?
I understand what you're saying.
The
Sara.
jacket used itself. There's nothing else to use.
Sara, I understand what you're saying.
There's nothing else to. What else is there
Listen,
just give me something else that it would have used.
I see what you're saying. I do.
Sarah,
But the problem is
Sarah, what are you doing?
that you've confused the capacity.
I'm confused.
You've confused. I said you're confused. And I do think you're confused. But the problem is that you've confused the abilities of those entities that exist within the context of the universe with what we believe is a unique.
With what you believe, good.
Yeah,
Good. I'm glad you use that.
Entity which is God, completely dissimilar to his creation. You see what I mean?
No, he's
I see where you're coming from,
Fantastic.
but it doesn't make sense. I see exactly where you're coming
What
from.
you're saying is,
I see exactly where you're coming from.
you and your wife.
Sara, by the way, you've said that 3 times now. I know you're doing it purposely now.
No.
Sara.
Look, God, I swear to God if I'm doing it on
I
purpose.
know you're doing it on purpose.
Okay, I believe in God, and may God curse me if I'm doing it on purpose. Simple. Okay.
God
This is
ain't
what I
gonna
believe.
curse you.
How do you know? How do you know?
God don't even exist. He ain't gonna
Is it my
curse you.
belief? One second. Is it my belief? Is it my belief?
Maybe the answer's
No, is it my belief? Do I believe that he might curse me and I'm saying
it's true,
that?
you do. That is your belief. That
There
is
you
your
go.
belief. That's true,
Then if I believe that, I should be scared and I believe it. Just because you don't believe it.
Yeah, but don't mean it's gonna happen.
You know, if I was to laugh about something, I would laugh at you telling me you're speaking to your ancestors. But we'll come to that.
But
what you're doing is
you're within the realms of. I don't even mind
Listen,
because I know it's a
we have to come to
subjective
that.
belief.
No, we have to come to
A
that.
man created that
I'm
camera. Is that camera part of that man?
No, that's what
No.
you're saying. You're saying.
No, it's not.
One second.
No, it's not.
You're
If
saying-
I can deal with that, if you want me to deal with that.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I know why you.
I can do that.
I know why you're saying it's not.
Okay.
It's the first thing.
Firstly,
Fine. Okay.
Firstly,
I understand.
Okay. So then leave him. Tell him to
But you don't
stay in his lane.
Firstly, how do I pronounce your name?
Leave the man alone,
man.
How do you pronounce your name?
Sara.
Sara. Okay, sometimes when I speak fast, I say Sara. Forgive me. What you're saying is you and your wife have sex and create a child, so you're using the same thing for God. You're saying, what did God use to create this? Is God all powerful?
According to you.
Okay,
According to
if
your
he's all
parameters.
powerful, can in the Quran we believe God says be and it is.
So God can do anything he wants then.
Anything that
Can anything you want.
Anything that doesn't go against his essence. His essence.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
And the essence is the parameters that who gave it.
God doesn't do anything that's against his essence.
No, but he already did.
No, one second.
By creating.
Someone.
You already did.
No.
He went against his essence
No, he didn't.
by needing or wanting to create.
No.
He went against his essence.
Why is that? He's the creator. He's the creator, so that's in his essence to create.
Okay, so then he's bound by wants then.
No.
He's bound by something.
Why do you keep saying bound?
He's bound by something. No matter what you want to call it, he's bound by something.
You're saying bound.
There's something within him
know what the word
that
bound
needs to do this. There's something within him.
I can see what you're saying.
There's something that needs to do it. If he's a creator, that means it's in his essence to create. That means he needs to do
I can
it.
see what you're saying.
But you told me he doesn't have any needs.
I wasn't speaking.
So why are you giving this thing all these parameters that it can't even, it doesn't even fit inside the parameters that you give it?
Sara, can I speak to you? We have in Arabic something called irada. Irada is if God's want to do something, or he can want to do something and he can do it. So we're not saying that want is different from need. Need suggests.
But you told me he doesn't have a want either.
I didn't say that.
Well, Ali did.
Ali says irada
say he didn't have a want.
Okay, fair enough.
You say God didn't have any wants.
So we'll retract it if you said that.
So he does have wants then.
No. What do you mean by
Once-
once?
what
Once
do you
is
mean by
something.
So he does have wants.
Once as in irada, which means will, basically.
So he has will, that's wants.
Yeah. No, it's not. Okay.
Yes, it is, because he wanted to create. What are you talking about?
No, that we agree. You're acting like you want something to survive. I need this. I want it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he has wants.
Yeah. So once is so. For example, God wants to do this. Yeah.
Right.
God
Why?
wills to do this.
Why?
You can use that interchangeably.
Why?
In that sense, yes, we do say he has.
Why?
So why does that's the thing? That here's what.
Why?
Yeah, go on. Alright, so here's my answer to you. That does not limit God in his essence.
No, I asked you why.
No. Why?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the answer.
Why is a question that necessitates that we understand the reasons why God decides to do certain things?
So you don't understand the reason why God does that?
Why does he do certain things? Why is it 5 praise and not 6
You know what we're
prayers?
missing?
So you don't understand why God does that?
We don't need to understand.
You don't understand God then?
Okay, do you know what we're missing? Let me tell you what we're missing.
You don't understand God. So why are you speaking about him?
Can I say something?
That doesn't make sense. What you're saying is illogical.
You said
Can I
you
say
don't
something?
understand God.
Can I say something?
You don't understand God, but you're speaking about him.
Okay,
If I didn't understand rocket science and I started speaking about rocket science, all I'm going to do is do a disservice to rocket science because I don't know what it's all
I
about.
didn't understand God.
You're speaking about God, you're doing him a disservice by speaking about him because you don't know him.
Mohamed, the problem is,
You're doing him a disservice.
Mohamed, the problem is,
No, it's not like my ancestors.
Can I say something, please? Please.
Yeah, you got you that one, got you in it.
No.
That one got you in it. That one got you in
Okay,
it.
no, 1 second.
That was a checkmate, me, brilliant.
Okay, right
That
here.
was a checkmate one.
Look. You know, this is.
That one a checkmate one.
Listen, guys. You know what we're doing. One. Listen.
There's a conversation going on there.
No. I know. But what I'm trying to say is this: we speak to atheists, and they say, "What's the evidence?"
I got him. I don't even need to bring him. I'm alright. He's cool. He's cool. He's cool.
Okay, listen. What happens is when we speak to atheists, we prove to them, look, it can't come from nothing. They believe there was a starting point. It can't come from nothing. It can't create itself. It was created. Most atheists, you know what they go? Okay, then you created good. The question here is...
Human beings did.
No, 1 second. The
Human
question
beings
here
created.
is, we need to first establish to the guy, I'm like, look, have you accepted there is a creator? Don't come and ask me who created God. Don't ask me that. Have we come to an agreement
No, we
that
haven't.
energy exists? Okay, he said to you, energy exists within our realm.
Say again, sorry?
Within the creation, the energy that you talk about that comes into existence, yeah? It's within our realm, yeah? I'm talking about before that. What caused it?
Energy did.
What evidence do you have for that, my friend?
What but energy can cause
What
energy?
evidence do you have?
What but energy can cause energy?
Okay, what you're saying.
So I have no other.
Like I said to you,
Ali.
like I said to you,
what you're saying.
can life come from death?
Ali.
I'm not Ali.
Sarah.
He's Ali.
No, life can. Bacteria. They
Listen to me, Sarah, listen to me.
Saying bacteria's not
What
really
you're
dead,
saying,
is it?
what you're saying, listen, Sarah,
Yeah, but
listen
it's not
carefully.
really dead. Whatever it was on was not really dead. Go on.
What I'm saying to you here clearly, what you're saying is something which is dissimilar from what all of the atheist cosmologists are saying.
That's what I'm saying.
You have no evidence for it. No serious physicist, cosmologist, scientist has ever said, made this proposition
where'd you get
that
it from? Your
before the
ancestors?
universe
Where'd you get that from?
must have been energy.
Alright, how did the universe begin?
What they say from an atheistic perspective is that goes into the realm of philosophy.
Okay, how did the universe
Now,
begin?
We
so
don't know,
what
but
you're
it began.
saying,
You don't know.
But it began.
No, but you do know. You said it was God.
No, 1 second. No. You said, how did it happen?
Yeah, how did it begin?
No, I'm saying to you, God Almighty
the cause.
caused it.
Yeah.
That's that same God that you don't know what you're talking about. That one.
No, we don't know what we're talking about. The one
No,
that you can't grasp.
the same God that you don't know what you're talking about. That one.
The one that you can't
That God.
No.
The God that you gave all these parameters,
The God that
and
you
he
can't
actually can't exist within those parameters.
The God-
That God.
That's
The
an
God,
interpretation.
one second.
So
The
wait,
God
when
that
we
you
say
So is it that one the one you're talking
So
about?
that's a very
The one that
noble
is actually
question.
bound by wants, the one that is actually bound by needs,
presupposition
the one that isn't
of that
actually all powerful,
question is
that
a
God.
good one.
No.
This is embarrassing.
The one that you can't understand. The one that
you can't understand.
The one that you can't grasp. Yes.
The one that you can't
There's things I
understand.
can't understand about God. Does it mean he doesn't exist? This is my point here. He's saying.
You're talking about things you don't understand
Listen.
and you're expecting to make sense.
Okay. What he's saying is you need to understand.
There's a lot of you that want to do that.
No.
There's a lot of you that want to do that.
His argument is not
Can I
worth
speak?
fighting.
Can I speak? Can I
Slap
speak?
the guy, man.
What he's saying is you need to tell me everything about God, how he's eternal, how he made everything, for me to believe he exists. I'm saying no. You admitted, and you're talking energy can come. Where's your evidence for it? None. From the ancestors, let's talk about
Okay, I believe in it. Just like you believe in God.
Okay.
It's a belief, subjective,
No.
yeah? It's a belief, subjective, yeah?
One second.
Okay, subjective belief.
No.
So then-
No, 1 second.
No. I don't have to prove a subjective belief, do I? Just like you can't prove God, right?
Can I make? Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
No, you can't prove God, can you?
Yes, we can. No, 1 second.
No, you can't prove it. Or when you speak about it, you're not even talking about the thing that you're talking about, so you don't even understand it. So, what's going on here?
Please, the fact.
What's going on there?
Listen.
Tell us how you talk to ancestors. It's a subjective belief.
No, we're gonna come to that. That's the special part. You leave the special parts to the end. Actually, one second. The fact that we prove.
I meditate. No, I meditate.
Okay.
I meditate.
Okay, my brother, please.
In what form?
Brother.
In all kinds of forms.
Brother.
All kinds of forms.
Brother, we'll come to that bit, yeah? The fact that you start questioning us about
you
the
know
one.
I'm not one of those?
Nah, you don't.
Okay, guys.
You don't look like one of them.
Please, can we?
I know what they look like.
The fact that you came and asked us, for example, because it shows that we proved to you that God exists. What you went to?
No, you never.
Let me tell you.
You never.
Then why did you?
You actually never.
Okay, if I
You're
never.
talking about things you never done.
If I never, then why did you start questioning me about how God made it? If you didn't, you say, Ali, I don't want to go into that. First, prove to me God exists.
You know what you proved today?
No, one second.
You proved that you can talk about a God that you don't even understand. That's what you proved today.
Thank you. Are you finished?
You don't even know what the God is.
Are you finished?
You gave it parameters that it doesn't even exist
your
within.
own value judgments.
Please. Wallahi, please. Let's
You don't even understand it.
If I didn't
We can't fathom God.
If I
Stop talking
didn't
about it.
If I didn't
We
prove
can't fathom
that-
rocket science.
There we go.
Stop
This is
talking
what
about
Sara does. When we're coming to the point and start shouting over you talks about sex. Now, I'm telling you, the fact
start
that we
talking about my
proved God,
clothes.
the fact that it's nice clothes. Should I say, what, you want me to be lying to you? What can I do? Okay, the fact that you start asking me about the one that I worship is a proof. Because if you didn't believe it, you say, Ali, why are you talking about your God and what?
You telling me that I believe in your
One
God?
second.
Is that what you're
No. The fact that we believe that there was a cause and that cause was God Almighty. It can't be other than that. That's why you jump to just the way atheists does when we prove him God. It's like, okay, all right. But who created God? And that's exactly what you're doing. You're like, yeah, but hold on a second. Is it what he created? Is it part of him? How did he create it? So you're going into this
because
stuff
I'm trying to understand the God that you're speaking about.
Okay.
That's all.
What you said.
I'm trying to understand the God that you're speaking about. I don't believe in it.
The fact that you talked about energy, you have no evidence of that. You said it's a belief. I've given you clear cut. Every cause is an effect. The beginning of the universe. Can it come from nothing? No. Can it create itself? No.
No.
It must be created.
By.
Good.
By.
Okay. The one we call him God, you call him energy because you want to get out of it.
What do you want to call it?
Now, let's come to.
By the same God you don't understand.
Now, let's come to a belief.
So you're saying it was created by the same God you don't understand?
Don't entertain that.
No, I'll entertain it.
Don't entertain that.
Bro, stop touching me.
I like to touch. I'm sorry.
Why?
I like to be in control of people
I'm starting to
like
think that
yourself.
you're home.
But maybe then one of your ancestors, you can have a good time with them when you meditate with them.
Alright.
And when they can come down.
I don't do
since you
stuff
like
like
that kind of stuff.
I don't do stuff
But anyways, what I was gonna say was that clearly you have to understand the difference. Yeah.
Between.
Okay. First of all, let me ask you. You use logic 3 or 4 times in this conversation. Do you know the difference between inductive logic and deductive logic?
No, explain.
You don't know the difference.
No, explain.
Okay, so the word inductive logic is okay. Let's forget about inductive logic. Deductive logic is what I'm using. Yeah, deductive logic is when you have a kind of step 1, step 2, step 3. Where you have the first step is called the premise. Yeah, and the third step it can go up to 5 or 6 or 7 steps. It's called a syllogism. This usually is meant to prove the premise. So the premise here of my logical argument, which you accepted, is that everything that begins to exist has a cause. You accepted, yeah?
Right.
That's your argument, actually. You said that my ancestors are here and whatnot. Number 2, you said the universe. We accepted that. You said it transfigured from energy, but it transformed or whatever. Yeah. But you accepted that it has a cause. Point 3.
It's its own cause.
That has a beginning. That has a beginning.
No, it's not created.
It's his own cause.
It's not created.
That has a beginning, yeah? Now,
The universe is another form of energy. Do you understand that?
Can I just say...
No, but do you understand the universe is energy?
No, hold on.
You don't. So there's not energy.
Hold on.
So throughout the universe, it's not just energy.
Please, just follow me. Follow me.
You're one energy that I don't
Just for a
understand.
second.
All right.
You're one energy that
And you don't understand your God
Follow me,
either.
Sara.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not gonna touch you. I'm just going to do this.
You don't understand your God either.
How can he be God if I understand everything about him?
You don't.
Exactly. There you go.
So stop speaking about him.
Sara,
Why would I?
Because you do him a
Why
disservice.
wouldn't I? Why would
If I said I
you don't know about energy you talk about.
No, hang on.
And you have no evidence to it.
If I said I know you,
Sara, listen.
if I said I know you,
Sara,
Do you know
please.
energy?
no, listen.
Do you know energy?
I'm gonna give you what's going on here. If I said I know you,
So you've just
but every
abandoned
time,
what we were talking
I'll
about.
come back. But every time
Why are
I
you touching me?
No, every time I speak.
So I don't know, maybe he knows.
Every time I
maybe
speak
he
about
thinks
you,
that it's all about.
I'm saying
okay,
stuff
I'm not gonna go into this
that I
now.
don't even comprehend
I'm
about
not
you.
God.
No, I'm saying, do I know you? I should just not speak about you because I don't know you, do I? Really?
You know enough.
But you keep.
Do you know I'm a human being? Do I have eyes? you can grasp certain stuff. Yeah, itch your back. Yeah, itch it. Yeah, you know some things about me. So I'm saying God, just because I can't. You're telling me, Ali, you have to fathom everything about him so I can accept that God exists. And I'm telling you, no. I'm telling you myself, I don't know everything about God. But the fact that I know He exists and He created, and you can't run away from that.
Let's go back to
That's your belief. You call it energy.
Let's go back to what we were saying. Step 1, we said that everything that begins to exist has a cause. Step 2, the universe began to exist. Therefore, step 3, we said this is deduction, yeah? It's part of logic, which is
science.
It's actually the strongest way of dealing with truth. The deduction is stronger than induction, by the way. It's the strongest kind of logic out there. It's closely related to mathematics. It's as closely related as you want it to be. So, point 3 would logically follow, therefore the universe had a cause. Now the question you ask me, you accept all of this, yeah? The question you ask me is, what is this cause? Yeah? I'm saying to you is Allah, can I prove it? You're saying, no, you can't prove that. I'm saying, fine, no, listen, I'll tell you something. Let me tell you something, Ali, let me just say, he's got a point.
Objectively speaking.
Ali.
No, hang on.
Ali, he's got, listen,
hang on.
One thing. Hang on. Let me say, you've got a point. Let me say, can I tell you what
Objectively speaking, you proved it.
Objectively speaking, let me tell you that there's something that you've said which is true, actually. Wait a minute, what did I say? Let me tell you what you said, Sara, which is true. After, let's say, like, we have so many attributes of God, yeah? For example, that He's Al-Wadud, which means the loving, the Rahman, which is the merciful, Rahim, all that kind of stuff. I cannot deductively prove all of those attributes. However, what I can do is deductively prove the attributes which are self-evident. For example, if you said to me that before the universe there was a cause, and we're asking what are the properties, or let's say the attributes of this entity, yeah, which entity is an objective word, then we have to ask ourselves, did it have a creative capacity? You would say yes, because you said before in your conversation that that whatever it was, you called it energy, but it's fine, you can call it that if you want to, that this thing created something else. So it does have a creative capacity. My secondary question to you then would be, must it not also have knowledge? Must it not also have power? These are also things which are required for there to be a shift from one movement to another. If you do say yes, it does have knowledge and power, then not only have you confirmed the attributes which Muslims believe in, ilm and qudra, quwwa, then now you can piece the puzzle together. And you have to ask the question, okay, what religion, what way of life preaches an ideology or a system whereby the God that is described is one, unique, because Occam's razor, which is a philosophical construct, suggests that you should not make gods many, or you should not make things, you should not look for the most complicated answer, you should look for the most simple answer. If we do that, we'll make it work.
Be careful it doesn't roll over you.
So with Occam's razor, we can deduct that God is one. With the rest of what we've said today, we can deduct that He's got knowledge and He has power and He has the creative capacity to change the situation. My contention is that this is the God exactly that's described in the Quran.
Let's go to belief system.
And how can you disprove that?
Okay.
Your ancestors.
Here we go.
Islam.
Okay, you rolled for a while there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't get in the way.
So with all of that stuff that you just said, you still didn't do one thing. And I'll tell you what you didn't do. You didn't explain as to why this energy Allah guy that you talk about, right?
No, guy.
Wanted. Why he wanted to create.
It's a good question. He asked a good question.
What? And hang on. Whoa.
I'm with you right now. I'm with you right now. Carry on.
Okay. You told me, I will go back. You told me you didn't have any wants, needs, desires, or requirements. You told me that. I didn't tell you it. I asked you to correct me if I was wrong on that. You told me that he didn't have any. But yet and still he wanted to create, which means he was conscious of what he was actually doing when he was creating. Wait, hang on. What, you were rolling for a while?
No.
You were rolling for a while. I
didn't say that God doesn't have wants. I didn't say that.
Well, you two came together. You two came as a twin. You two came as twins. Siamese.
You come with triplets sometimes.
You two came Siamese. Anyway.
In Arabic means
Alright. Anyway.
You can add them together.
So you went against that. You may not have, but Ali went up. Went against.
He meant it.
Now you know what he meant. But you're not together. But you are together. But now you know what he meant. Anyway.
It's okay.
Anyway, he wanted something.
Go on.
And I explained to you, the only thing, an entity that is not bound by anything should be doing logically is existing.
Okay, fine.
That's the only thing it should be doing.
Would you mind?
But I tell you why. Because it's self-sustaining. Hang on. You ask why.
Okay.
He's enough for himself. He doesn't need anything. He should be in the most zen state that you have ever seen anything be in, because he's like this.
The people want to hear the answer to this.
Answer.
When you're like this, I don't want anything, need anything, desire anything, desire anything. I'm not bound by anything. All I'm gonna do is this.
Okay.
But he didn't.
That's
Did he?
Buddha.
But he didn't. Did he?
Buddha.
But he didn't. He went.
That's Buddha.
He went.
Answer.
What am I gonna do? Hang on a minute. Let me do something. Whoa. Hang on a minute. Why? What was lacking within you that you had to do something else? You obviously weren't happy, or there was obviously something lacking within this Allah, which now takes him away from his all-powerful status.
Let me tell you something. I understand what you're saying. I understand your argument. I'll tell you why it's flawed, though, my friend. Yeah. You've confused two English words together, which are different. And if you look into the dictionary, you can find that difference quite easily. Just like you didn't know what the word logic was, and you kept using it. Logic is divided into parts. Logic is a discipline. You keep using logic.
So what two words did I?
You keep using logic. Logically, it suggests that God. You said what you just said now is that logically, the fact that God is all powerful suggests that He shouldn't want anything. Yeah, that's what you said. You said logic.
Do you understand what I was saying, though?
Yeah, I understand what you were saying. You said that logically, God shouldn't want anything. And what I'm saying to you is this inductive logic? Is this abductive logic? Is this deductive logic? What kind of logic is this? No, hold on, excuse me.
Let's take logic. Let's say common sense.
Excuse me, no.
Let's say common sense.
No, hold on.
Let's say common sense.
Now we've reached the end point, because here the whole argument has fallen. Just like dominoes will fall one over the other when there's a push, a gentle push. And today I didn't give him a big one. I gave him a little gentle push. You said to me logically, if God is all powerful, He should not want anything. He should be in the most zen. Listen to me carefully.
No, but do you agree?
No, let me finish. You say he should be in the most zen state, and use some terminologies like that.
Right.
My counter to that is, okay, you're using the word logic, which has philosophical connotations. Therefore, my boy, you should be able to get this word and tell me what. Yeah, that's right. Tell me the logic. Okay. What kind of logic is it? Is it deductive logic? Is it abductive logic? Is it inductive logic? And if so, if it's one of those three, can you tell me how did you reach your conclusion with those logics? Go ahead, my man.
Do you disagree?
Yes, of course.
You disagree?
Yes.
So you disagree that something? I'm trying to appeal to your common sense. I'm trying.
But everyone's got different common sense.
I'm trying. So, but I want to see if you can get on the train with me.
So before he was using the word logic, now he's using the word common sense. Okay. I promise you, in a second he's going to change that as well. You know why? Because he has no consistency. Because he's weak. The reason why, and his argument is weak as well.
Why is it weak?
The reason why it's weak.
Why is it weak?
Because you use the word logic, which is a philosophical thing. Yeah.
But did you understand what I was saying?
I did understand what you were saying.
So then, so if you understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying.
But you don't understand what we're saying.
No. If you listen. This is what you're trying to do.
Speak English.
This is what you're trying to do.
Use the words properly.
Listen.
Of the English language.
Listen.
You've used many words that you do not understand.
If you understand what I was saying, then you understood what I was saying, regardless of the words I was using. Did you understand what I was saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so you understood. So it doesn't matter what I could have used the word tree, but you understood what I was saying.
Yes.
So hang on. If you understood what I was saying, regardless of the words that I was using, regardless of the words that I was using,
I agree with it.
Okay, so you don't agree with the fact that something that doesn't want anything, need anything, desire anything, require anything, and is all powerful. You don't agree that thing shouldn't just be chilling out.
I'm asking you a question now.
No, is that what you agree?
I don't agree with that.
So okay, so give me a reason why it should have created.
Hey. No, hold on.
Such a snake. Gonna get on the word reason.
Let me tell you why.
The conclusion of that was logically.
No.
And then he questioned you on your logic.
One sec.
Answer the question.
One sec. There's a little loud now. Look, what I was going to say to you is this, my friend. Yeah. What we know is that the one making the claim is the one who ought to provide the evidences.
No.
Now, what I'm saying.
No. You lot jump and no. You lot decide when that is, and you've seen it. You've seen it on videos yourself. Hang on. No. I'm not gonna do that.
Don't accept
We're not gonna do that.
Okay,
no, because when I attempted to do that with your other Muslim brothers, they attempted to shift the burden of proof to me.
No.
Hashim did it. Hakim did it. Hussein did it. You all do it. So don't come to me with that. Nah, don't come to me with that.
So you can't.
Don't come to me with that. You lot decide when you want to do that.
So you can't.
Because when it's put on you, so you guys want to switch it back.
Okay, fine. Do you believe?
Yes or no?
Do you believe?
That's what they do.
Do you believe that if someone ought to prove something, if I'm trying to prove something, I have to provide the evidence for it? You just said that.
I agree with that.
Okay, so why don't you do that?
But your Muslim brothers don't agree with it.
Forget what they do. Forget them. I'm not here to represent them. I'm here to represent myself.
That's your Muslim bro.
Forget about them.
That's your Muslim brothers though.
Deflecting it on.
You've seen the videos. I know you have. You've seen them do it. You've seen them do it. Of course, yeah. Deny.
On my own behalf now. I'm asking you a question. You said to me, it doesn't logically make sense, which you retracted afterwards when you realised that he doesn't know what logic is. You haven't studied it formally. You don't even know what logic is philosophically. And you don't that you could have read. Give me a name.
Did you understand what I was saying?
Give me a name of a logic.
Does it matter? Did you understand what I was saying?
So you can't
No, hang on. No, listen. We can go to PhD. Listen, you can go to PhDs and who did that and who did that. If you understood what I was saying, it don't matter.
Don't use the word logic if you don't know what it means.
My friend,
you just told me off saying that don't use the word God if you don't know who he is.
Did you understand?
The word logic.
Okay, I won't use the word logic.
Thank you very much.
Okay, but did you understand what I was saying?
Yeah, I did understand.
So then, what did it? So it made sense to you?
Listen to me.
No, so it made sense to you then?
What do you mean? In linguistic sense?
Yes.
Yeah, it made sense linguistically. But
what's the problem?
But from a philosophical sense, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Okay, so you explain to me now why this thing, entity Allah, with all the parameters that I just gave it.
It's not parameters.
But who are you?
Well, no, sorry, that you gave it. Sorry.
No,
the parameters you gave. Why would it create? Why would it create?
Okay, we said the word.
Why would it create?
Attributes is better.
Yeah, but why would it create?
It's like the angels. Allah says in the Quran when He created man, and they questioned Him, said, "Why are you creating man when the jinns have disobeyed you?" etc. He said, "I know what you don't know." So the question here is just because
it creates because of what?
Can I?
Because it wants to.
Can I finish?
Absolutely.
No.
That's exactly correct.
No, but 1 second.
Mohamed, if he wants anything,
can I say something? Mohamed, the angels asked God Almighty and said, "Why are you?"
I'm going to go in as well. I'm going to go in.
No, 1 second. We're saying the problem here. Listen. I want to finish with this and go to.
I know you want to become a Muslim.
Because the thing is, what you're doing is you're saying I can't fathom that. That's the reason why I'm rejecting it. I'm saying just because you can't fathom it. 1 second. Just because you can't fathom it doesn't mean it didn't happen or it doesn't exist. Because you're saying, Ali, I don't understand. Why would he do it? And I'm saying, man, I'm on the same boat.
No, I'm using common sense.
But no,
I'm using common sense.
Then let's use your common sense.
You don't know why.
I don't know why he done it, but he did, right? But he did.
Say it.
My brother.
No, but the thing is, but they've given Allah parameters. I haven't given any parameters.
God is all powerful.
I don't give any. They gave Allah parameters.
God is all powerful. God is all powerful. He has a will. God is all powerful. He has a will. He does some things that I look. When I hear heaven is forever, I think forever. How forever? But just because I have a question mark doesn't mean heaven doesn't exist forever. Now let's move on because we're going around this too much.
I like this guy.
Now let's go to ancestors. This is no, Aki, his ancestors. I'm sorry. Aki, his ancestors.
Are we going back in ancestors?
Yes. Now because it's not.
But I wasn't finished with you guys.
I
wasn't finished. I wasn't finished.
Let me tell you.
I wasn't finished. Saying that I was easy to defeat doesn't mean I was easy to defeat. It's just your opinion. Just your opinion. All right. So like I was saying,
opinion of common sense. That's your opinion.
Sorry. So what I was saying to you.
So can you prove anything with your opinion?
Hang on.
Can you prove anything with common sense?
Wait. I'm speaking, you know. Okay. We'll get to that. But I was going to say.
The ancestors.
We were talking about the Allah that created everything, and you said He does it because of His will.
Yes, He's all powerful.
Yeah, He does it because it's all powerful.
Yeah.
Now this same entity that has all these wills and to do all these things, that's all knowing, that does all these things. Now, using your common sense, knows everything that's going to happen before it even happens, but then chooses to punish you or me for not doing what it already knew I was going to do, and then throws into the mix, which doesn't make sense, and said you had free will.
Okay, all right. That's it. Look, do you understand?
That makes sense.
Do you understand that?
That makes sense.
Mohamed, do you understand that?
No, that doesn't make sense.
Look, 1 second. I'm a Muslim.
Doesn't make sense.
And Allah says, look, speak truth.
Doesn't make sense.
Ask me, do I understand it? Ask me as a Muslim, do I understand that?
Yeah, you're just gonna say yes.
No. I'm gonna say no. I don't understand, for example, how that works. But
you just accept it.
1 second. No, I'm telling it to your face on camera. I don't understand like you. But does that mean that's like a little kid? You know, for example, the child is running to the fire. boom, I slap the child to get away from the fire. The child looks at me and starts crying and says, "You're evil."
Can I make a one point?
One second.
No, not
One
at all.
second. 1 second. Because just because the child didn't
Why
see
would you follow something that you don't
Can I
understand?
finish? Are you gonna let me finish? Just because the child was running to the...
follow something you don't understand?
Listen, look, either you're not letting me speak because you know the answer is gonna
And
be
I'm going to make you never use that argument
I'm
again.
saying, no, he can't. Right
After I come back, he'll never
If you say so.
Mohamed,
You're touching me again, isn't it? You like touching me, right?
I do.
Don't touch him, please.
I like touching you.
No, don't touch me.
Bro, seriously, stop
Mohamed,
it.
please, don't touch me. I'm telling you.
touched me once,
if I-
go on.
guys, please,
touched
please,
anyway.
please. If a child is running to the fire and I am the father and I just, boom, I hit the child aggressively because it's just right next to the fire, the child is going to turn to me and say, "You're an evil person." He's never going to understand. With that mentality, this child will never understand why we're shouting.
Can you explain to that child?
For example.
No, can you explain to that child?
No.
No, can you explain to the child why you did
A
it?
child that's crying, how am I going to explain?
No, after
he
he's
can't
crying.
even speak.
No, after he's crying.
One second.
After he's calm down. The child's calm down. Can you explain to the child why you did it?
Listen, let me say I tried to. Let's say I tried to.
No, can you explain to the child why you did it?
Yes, I can. What if he doesn't understand? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. John,
So we're spitting on him as well.
I'm really sorry.
Touching me, spitting on me, it's alright.
I'm so sorry. Please.
So,
Okay.
so as you can explain to that child,
Okay.
and the child will get it, yeah?
Okay.
It's just
If
a habit.
The child will get it.
Guys.
No, but the child will
I
get
don't
it.
mean like. I just, I don't know
No, but the
why.
child will
Can't
get
make
it, right?
friendly.
Hang on. At any point in that child's life, can the child understand? Wait. At any point in time, can that child understand why you did it?
At what point of his life he will understand it? Good. 1 second.
So what point will you ever understand God?
One second. Guys.
And why God did
I
that?
like you, you know.
Guys, please.
He touching you as well?
Guys, please,
Bro.
man. I'm trying to make a point, please. Thank you. He made a very valid point. He said, would that child eventually, at one point in his life, understand? He would, yeah? One second.
If you explain it to him.
Brothers, please, for the sake of Allah, allow me to just make a point.
If you explain it to him,
Okay, but
I'm
right,
using your child.
one second. Right now, if he doesn't understand, would he understand it later on?
if you explain it to him, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so just because at that moment that child doesn't understand why I pushed and cries and looks at me evil, does that mean I committed evil? Or just because he didn't grasp what I did?
Right then, yeah, of course.
Does that mean
Once
there's
you
no?
calm down, you can explain it to
One
him.
second. Does that mean there's no wisdom? Just because the child didn't understand what I did?
Did I ever say there was no wisdom?
Thank you. And later on, with the, if
So
I
is that your analogy? Is that what's happening with Allah now?
I haven't finished.
Oh, okay.
Later on, when the child grows up, can I explain to it?
Of course you can.
Will he understand?
I'm guessing
Will
so.
he say thank you for doing that?
Probably.
Good. Now let's come back to the
So
Quran.
is that what? Is that?
One second.
Is that the analogy? Is that the Allah analogy?
Let me finish. Once we finish this, I'm going straight to your ancestors because now, once we're here and we don't grasp it, like he said, I'm honest. I said, look, what you're telling me about God knows. I'm like, okay, my mind doesn't grasp it, but it doesn't mean God doesn't exist. And when I die, and I believe I'm going to be resurrected, and when I'm in front of God, and when God says to me, I did it because of this, am I going to understand?
I got 10 minutes.
No, you haven't got 10 minutes.
I have. I
Okay,
just looked at the time.
okay, 1 second.
It's
did
nearly 7 o'clock.
so did you understand what I said?
Yes, I totally understood what you
Okay,
said.
thank you. Now let's move to your ancestors.
Let's-
because that refuted your point.
let's move to
No,
the
Aki ancestors, please. Aki ancestors. I came here that for today.
You know what you two are like? You two are like when there's a penalty.
Yeah,
you
you're
can decide
right.
who wants to take the penalty. Now I want to take it. I want to take it. I want to take it. Like decide, guys.
One thing. You use the word evil.
Yeah.
You don't believe in God, the God that we believe in.
No.
I want to, and you don't believe in a book. You don't have a book that you believe in. Yeah.
No.
I want you to do me something. I'll give you logic that you don't believe, that you don't understand. Science, maths, prove evil exists.
Evil, you can. The only reason you can prove evil exists is by acts. Now, and they're subjective.
Subjective. So you're using
They're subjective.
Excuse me now. So you've used a subjective philosophical construct called evil to make your point against the only thing which preaches evil, which is religion, and you can actually only get objective evil from religion. So this is what.
didn't understand what you just said.
One more time. From religion. Objective evil. Yeah, you can only get that from religion. Objective
what
morality
is
can only be achieved from an all-knowing creator.
But we
Absolute
can't prove that. You already said we can't prove that.
Therefore, if
so
you
what are we talking
the
about?
paradigm that you're working within cannot even say, you can't even mutter or utter the word evil.
Why?
Just
Even it's a
because you
subjective
can't,
construct.
it's a subjective construct. So you can't use a subjective construct
So now I
to
can't-
make an objective
All
point.
right, fine. So that I can't use beauty. I can't use love.
Not to make an objective point.
I can't use.
Not to make an objective point.
I can't use any of it.
Not to make an objective point.
Okay, cool. So we're just all.
Thank you.
Ancestors,
brother.
Okay, cool.
ancestors.
So we're all dealing in subjectivity.
This is what everybody's been waiting for.
We're just dealing in subjectivity then.
No.
Yeah?
Logic.
No.
Yeah?
Listen.
And then evil's gone out the
One
window
second,
for
one
the
second.
atheist.
We'll let the
so-
viewers decide what we talk about.
next? Atheist,
Okay.
I know you believe
speak
in your
to
ancestors.
One second,
You're
2
God.
points. You speak to your ancestors and you think I sense racism. racism in you. And
You
that
sense racism in me.
I've sensed it.
I would
Yeah?
love to go into that racism argument.
We can.
I ain't got time, though.
Do you believe you're superior? And you say you speak to your ancestors. How do you speak to your ancestors?
I meditate.
Okay, so how does that prove you speak to your ancestors?
No, it proves it. It's true for me.
No, how's it true for you?
It's not true for you.
How do you know what your ancestors look like?
Because I see them.
How do you? Okay, how do you know you're not deluded?
Everyone's deluded.
So when you're meditating, you're deluded.
Yeah, you're deluded.
Okay, so
Everyone's
it's delusion.
deluded.
Okay.
So why are you making any rational
One
arguments?
second.
It's all subjectivity.
You're deluded.
One
No,
second.
listen to what I'm saying.
You shouldn't be talking.
No, listen to what I'm saying to you.
Doesn't that sound crazy?
No, wait. Just like we spoke earlier on,
Yeah.
and we showed that you don't know the God that you're talking about. Yeah, you don't know it.
In full, we
You
don't.
don't know.
In essence,
you don't know the God
in
you're talking
essence,
about.
we don't.
Okay,
But in
okay,
essence,
hang
that's
on.
different.
So it comes down to subjectivity and the way you view God.
In essence,
Yes, it does.
it comes down to the scripture.
It,
and
no,
the
listen.
judgment.
Wait. When it comes to God,
Go ahead.
the subject of God, are we all in agreement?
Do you mean who's all?
Humankind, are we all in agreement? No. Why? Because God is what? Objective or subjective?
By the way, can I tell you something?
What is it? Is it subjective or objective?
Are you talking about?
I'm gonna show you, because I'm gonna show you you're just as crazy as me. That's why.
No.
I'm gonna show you.
You're crazy.
I'm gonna show you.
Okay,
Listen.
okay, don't-
It's,
you have to prove that we're
no, but it's in. It's
Your
in
question doesn't make
parentheses.
logic. It doesn't even
Sorry.
make grammatical sense.
Listen.
It doesn't-
Hang on. You're not
This
answering my question though.
Your question doesn't make
You're
sense.
not.
in
You're not
English.
answering my question though.
Because you said there's God subjective or objective.
Yeah. When you look at God,
You should say
when people
in
talk about
English.
God.
In English, you should say perceptions of God are either subjective or objective.
Okay.
God, if it's an entity, either exists or doesn't exist.
Okay.
That's how it works.
All right. Fine.
The basis is
But you
crazy.
understood what I meant.
You need to prove that
That's why
we're
you keep
crazy.
doing this. You understand
Don't get
exactly what I
angry
meant.
because you can't speak.
No, it's not the time I can't speak. It's the fact that you understood what I meant,
Don't get
but you
angry.
wanted to sound
Why are you-
smarter than me and say something else. You understood what I meant, bro. Anyway, you went around the houses to talk about the same stuff. Anyway, when it comes to God, are we universally in agreement as to what God is or isn't?
We're all
No. Okay, so no, we're not.
Just the atheists.
No, we're actually not. So it's not everyone then, is it? If the atheists don't agree, is it everyone?
Go on. Let me-
Okay, so is it objective or subjective?
Majority of people believe that they're.
I don't care about the majority. The majority of Germans thought it was okay to burn the Jews. Doesn't matter. It doesn't care.
that's why you're
The
even-
majority of British thought it was okay to enslave. It doesn't matter about the majority. Is it subjective or objective when it
We
comes to
have
God?
evidence that God exists.
Yes or no? Objective or
what?
subjective when it comes to God?
Okay, let me answer your question. From an Islamic perspective, yeah, we have a concept.
No, which is what? Subjective or objective?
Okay, that's a good question.
Is it Islamic view subjective or objective?
Would you like me to answer you? Because you have to give me at least like 20 to 30 seconds to answer your question. Is the Islamic view subjective or objective? Those proponents of the Islamic view, those who work within the paradigm of the Islamic view, who have been convinced by the arguments and the evidences and the proofs that the Islamic view has given, just like science gives falsification, the Quranic view or Quran itself gives falsification.
Yes.
If someone is being convinced by that, for them perceptually it becomes objective. Actually.
Okay, so I'll ask you again. I'll ask you again.
Refute me, my
Because you tried to run around the question. I'll ask you again.
I've just answered this question
When it comes to
quite
God,
directly.
When it comes to God,
Go ahead.
Is the way God is viewed objective or subjective?
For those who believe
Doesn't matter.
in the paradigm of a certain religion, it becomes objective.
Okay, so it's true to them then, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. No, it's true to them.
Objectively,
It's true to you.
They can claim objectively. Yes.
This is what I'm saying. It's true to you. Okay, so I made the same argument last week to your brother Hussein.
I don't care about these guys. I'm
It's fine.
speaking to me right now.
All gods are true to the people that believe in them. Yes or no?
Say that again.
All gods are true to the people that believe in them.
That's true.
Okay, so then when it comes to God, is it objective or subjective?
It's objective for the person themselves. Subjective to all those different people. By the way, can I say linguistically,
Mate, you know what you're doing?
Do you know what?
Answer this question.
Talk to your ancestors.
You're finding a way. No, you do understand. You're smart in this, and you know.
What are you saying?
Is it universal?
Is God? Is there a universal definition? Hang on. Are people universally in
Let me teach you
agreement
something, sorry.
as to what God is or isn't?
Let me teach you something, yeah?
Yes or no?
I know what he's saying.
Yes or no?
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Yes or no?
No,
They're not, are they? So then when it comes to God, is it subjective or objective?
To that person, perceptually. See, look, the reason why I don't know Ali.
Bro, seriously, you need to stop avoiding it. Stop avoiding it.
The question is not phrased.
Stop avoiding it.
The question is not phrased properly.
No, you understand me. Again, you're starting again. You understand me,
You're
bro.
pointing at me, but you don't like.
No, but you understand me though.
Anyways, the point.
No, do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay, so answer the question if you understand what I'm saying.
I'm
Stop
saying,
trying to sound smart.
mind,
Do
if
the Shabir shuffle, yeah,
listen.
and run around the question. Answer the question, because you understand what I'm saying.
Would you like me to answer you?
Shabir shuffling, but go on.
Call your ancestor. Call him up now.
Call up God now. Call up God now.
I'll pray.
Call up Allah now.
Pray is my
No, call up Allah now. You can't, can you? You can't, can you? Exactly. Same. You're just as crazy as me, bro. You know what I mean? You're just as crazy as me, bro.
Your ancestors look like
You can't call up Allah.
Draw your ancestors
Just like
on a piece of paper.
Okay, give me the number for Allah. Give me the number for Allah.
It's Salah.
Give me Allah. Give me Allah's number.
Praying is the number.
I got iPhone 6. Give me Allah's number. Let me speak to him. You got his number?
Have you got your ancestors' numbers?
No, I haven't. I haven't. Exactly. You're just as crazy as me, bro.
You say no, it looks like, bro.
So you're just as crazy as me. Exactly. You're just as crazy as me. Bro, we're
out of line.
No, I'm not. Allow me what? Allow me what? Allow me what?
There is different religions.
I don't care about how far you're concerned, bro.
There is
I
different
don't care how far you're concerned, bro. I don't care.
There is different religions.
Anyway, let's go back to whether God is objective or subjective. Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Your words don't make sense in English.
You understood what I was saying?
No,
You said.
listen carefully to me. What I'm saying
Charlie,
now, bro.
I can't do
you
this
need to,
now.
This is called a lesson. Okay, I'm going to teach you now.
All right, you teach me.
No,
teacher.
I'm sorry. When you say is God subjective or objective, the wording does not make sense.
The view of God.
Stop.
The view of
and
God.
listen. Stop and listen.
There is an objective view, but most religions are subjective.
No, hold on.
Yes.
Not all religions are subjective. All religions are subjective.
Sarah,
No, but-
listen to me carefully. Subjective, you don't know what subjective objective is. That's the problem. Like logic, I'm gonna expose this because I'm sorry to do this, but I'm gonna expose you don't know what these words mean because you've used the word logic. He retracted it. You used the word evil.
Bro,
he retracted it.
do you understand
now
what I'm saying?
Now he's gonna retract this. I'll tell you why.
Bro, do you understand what I'm saying?
Listen to me carefully.
You're trying to sound smart and you
deal
understand
with
what I'm
the
saying.
intellectual argument.
Bro,
Deal with
listen, no, bro, listen. It's a yes or no answer.
Stop talking over me.
When it comes to the perception of God or what people view as God, is it objective or subjective or objective?
Now, hold on, Ali. For that individual, it's objective.
Yeah, for the individual.
Now,
Collectively.
No.
Is it subjective or objective?
Do you know what? Can I tell you something? Objectively. Collectively.
Bro, you're either going to answer the question or you're not, you know? Because you know why you're not answering? Because you know that it's going to put you in a corner that you can't get out
Sarah, be quiet for a
of.
second.
You're going to put yourself in a corner you
I'm
can't get
gonna
out of.
teach you.
And I'm going to push you. I'm going to push and I'm going to push and I'm not going nowhere on this question. So you're either going to answer it or you're not. When it comes to God, collectively, is it subjective or objective?
I know what he's saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So to answer the question, if you know what I'm
Would you like me
saying.
to do that?
I'm waiting.
Now,
5 minutes gone now.
listen to me carefully. If you're saying is there different conceptions of beliefs of God, yeah, of course, yeah, that's what we believe in. But this is what I'm going to say to you right now. If you take it to what you call the postmodern extreme, yeah, postmodernism is a philosophy which is really an offshoot of atheism, which is propounded by people like Nietzsche and people like Bertrand Russell and Derrida and
That's what I'm dealing
others.
with.
If you can't handle the intellectuality,
That's what I'm dealing with.
1 second, brother.
Bro, answer the question.
if you can't
Bro,
handle,
seriously, answer the question.
I'm speaking. I'm speaking, but you can't handle it. Ali, let me give it to him. But
I'm
because
waiting.
That's what he's
I'm waiting.
You've done this here in a hole.
I'm waiting.
To do
Uncle, you just got here. How do you know he's in a hole?
You're Shabir shuffling out of the
What are you talking
question.
about?
are you not letting me speak? That's what you do when you realise you can't handle the intellectual argument.
You just got here.
So what I'm saying is, if you take it to the postmodern extreme, you can say you cannot even prove your own existence. Okay? Now, I'm gonna say to you from a
If I
post.
slap you in your face, would I be existing?
No, you wouldn't.
No, I could prove. No, if I was to slap you, yeah, but
you wouldn't exist.
no, exactly. You see? So then we can prove our own existence, can't we? Okay, so if I slap you in your face, you know I exist, right? Okay, so then let's stop the argument. Stop the nonsense, bro. Stop the nonsense. Answer the question.
I'm answering the question there.
Hell, bro.
There's children here. There's actually children here.
No, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so look, what I'm saying to you, yeah, is look, if you take it
I
to the
can't prove my own existence.
now, if you take it to the postmodern extreme, you
my own
can't.
existence
you
now,
can't-
though.
You can't prove your own
Prove it
existence.
for you if you like.
That's what I'm saying.
But don't sue
so
me.
the arguments are
therefore-
stupid, then, isn't it?
No, it's
the arguments are stupid, right?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
What we're saying is there's
What
You're
different
trying to say that you can't prove your own existence. If I was to slap you in your face, you'd be pretty convinced that I exist.
I would prove it. You wouldn't exist.
Okay.
You cease to exist
Oh,
in the matter of
So hang on.
20
so
seconds.
if I didn't exist,
If I have my way, maybe
so hang on. So if
10.
I didn't exist, would I be able to slap in your face? If I didn't exist.
What you
No,
saying?
if I didn't exist,
I'm
would I
not
be able
saying we don't exist.
No, but I'm saying if you
I'm
take
saying
it, if you take it back to the postmodern red, you would
don't understand the
bro,
philosophy.
answer the question, bro.
Bro, I did
Answer the question. When it comes to God,
It depends on the
when
person.
it comes to
It depends
God,
on the person.
collectively,
No.
are human beings agreed upon God?
They don't have
So is it objective or subjective? So what is it?
No, I'm
Is
telling
it
you no.
subjective?
It's subjective.
Okay.
But one second.
Thank you, but he can't say that
No,
for
one
some
second.
reason.
Can I
He
answer?
can't
Can
say
I answer?
that.
What
I don't know why he can't say it.
What you're saying is.
So if God is subjective, hang on. So this, I'm gonna land.
Make sure you don't crash.
I'm gonna land. So if we agree, and you'd exist, right? There you go. So if we agree that God is subjective,
No.
then it can't be proven.
I disagree.
Hang on. You disagreed. We talking about you disagree. Anyway, I'm not even talking to you right now. If we just agree that God is subjective, hang on. If we agree
Subjective from what angle?
from collectively.
There's no such, what you're saying doesn't make sense. So sorry. I'm going to stop everyone here. What you're saying, sorry. Ali. Philosophically,
they
what you're
agreed
saying,
and disagreed and
bro.
agreed and
Sorry.
disagreed.
What you're saying philosophically does not make any sense. The word subjectivity and objectivity depends upon a perspective. Yeah. So it can only be objective in my perspective, subjective in my perspective. Science itself can be
Collectively.
subjective.
Okay, what is 1 + 1?
Okay.
No, what is 1 + 1?
For a postmodernist, we don't know what it is.
What is 1 + 1?
For a postmodernist,
Stop
we don't
the
even know.
nonsense. What's 1 + 1?
For me, it's 2.
Okay, so has it always been 2, or was there a point in time it wasn't 2?
We believe it. But
No, was there a point in time when it was 456?
I agree with you.
Was there a point in time? No.
No, I agree.
Okay, so
I
we
agree
stop
with
the nonsense,
But-
bro.
no, but
1
it
+
depends.
1 is 2.
Bro,
Yes. Okay, agreed. I ain't got time for this postmodern.
Can I understand?
Hang on. 1 + 1 is 2. Yes.
Finish me.
Okay, are you here?
Yes.
Okay. Is everyone in agreement that this guy's here?
He's deluded though.
Yeah.
You just said
Okay,
you're deluded.
okay, hang on.
How can you trust yourself?
Hang on. Okay, so we all agree 1 + 1 is 2. He's here.
I'm gonna make
Is
a point.
God?
I'm gonna make a point. We'll finish it.
Does everyone know what God is?
Everyone's got a different conception of it.
No, we don't. Okay, so collectively speaking, do we agree upon what God is? Is it subjective or objective?
Subjective.
words.
Subjective. I'm telling you, man.
Bro.
Let me finish. He's saying because
So
it's
if my hang
come
on. So if my ancestors are subjective to me,
No, that's
I would
crazy.
claim that God
That's
is an
crazy.
objective
you're crazy.
Let's see. 1 second. He's
You're
saying-
crazy. You're just
one second,
crazy as me.
one second. What Sara is saying to us is basically there's different religions. They believe in different things. Does that mean there is not an ultimate truth? No.
According to who?
1 second. What he's saying is look, Ali.
According to
No, 1 second.
who?
Can I finish? He's saying Ali, I'm crazy.
According
One second,
to
one second. 1 second. What Sara is saying is I don't want to.
You got like my name is
Yeah. What he's
Yoshimoto
trying to- what-
Yashimuti or something. It's Sara. It's simple, bro.
If you like. Listen, what you're saying is there is these different religions, they're all subjective and they all say my God is the truth.
Yeah.
Meaning, so what you're saying is, Ali, I'm crazy. I talked to my ancestors.
Right.
So you're crazy. And I'm like, no, you're crazy. That's the basis. I'm going to prove you why I'm not crazy. Because you're telling me you meditate. When you meditate,
Yeah.
you're deluded. You're thinking you're seeing your ancestors.
No, I do see them.
What I believe,
It's true to me.
1 second. What I believe in is,
Yeah.
for example, I believe there's evidence to it. How? There was a cause. What's the effect? We proved that. Look, it can't come from nothing. Can it create itself? It must be created. There is a God. 1 second. Okay, this God, did he create us with a purpose? Does your socks have a purpose? Does your socks have a purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah?
As far as I
Is
know,
my
yeah.
socks more complex to the universe?
Say again?
Is my socks more complex to the universe? Come on.
They all
Really?
they both contain the same stuff. Atoms.
Wow. We'll let them use this. That's why you're crazy.
It's just atoms, bro.
Let me finish.
We
Let me
talking
finish.
about is
Let
it
me
more?
finish.
Hang on, wait.
Let me finish.
Hang on. Is university atoms or your socks atoms?
Let me make a point.
Yes or no?
Let me make a point.
You know why?
Yes or no?
I'm not
Yes
gonna
or
know
no?
anyone.
Yeah, because you know it's all
I don't
atoms,
want
bro.
no Muslims to speak.
It's all atoms. That's all it is.
1 second.
The universe, though.
One
It's the
second.
universe atoms.
1 second. My brother.
Is the universe
Listen,
atoms?
Listen.
Is your socks atoms?
Sarah, listen.
So when you break that down under a microscope, it's all the same shit, bro.
Listen. You have
It's all the
proven.
same shit.
That's why you have proven you're crazy. Now I'm telling you, this is not evidence why I believe what we believe is not crazy.
Bro,
because we
I
understand.
don't even care if you think I'm crazy, bro. Like,
You said because
you're just as crazy. You went all in the nut house
Can I-
together.
can I make my-
You got the straight jacket.
No,
I've got one. We're all in the padded cell going crazy. We're all as crazy as one another. I'm cool with that.
Can I make my?
Your crazy is not a superior type of crazy over my crazy.
Should we do
though.
timing?
There's no like superior type of crazy. Like, we're all crazy,
Can you
bro.
give me
Like,
two-
you know what I mean?
can you give me
There's
two-
no hierarchy of crazy. You're all
Can I have
insane.
2 minutes to make my point? Thank you. So that's why we believe God exists, because we said, look, every cause has an effect. God exists. Good. I have socks. Socks must have a purpose. It's for my feet. Good. Is the universe more complex or my socks?
No.
That's you. You've done it. Okay, that's you. Let people
It's
know
all
if you're...
atoms, bro.
Listen, let the people decide if you're crazy or not with that
stocks
statement.
are in the universe.
Now, the universe is more... one second. The universe
Right.
is more complex. My brother,
Right?
please,
But is it still atoms?
Don't, please. Can
Is
I
it?
make my point? Can I make
silent
my
on that
point?
one, innit? You're silent
Okay,
on that.
yeah.
Let Ali make
Silent
his
on that
point.
one.
I'd rather be silent than say the socks is more complex than the universe. Okay, now, basically, we believe the universe is more complex, so we should have a
You
purpose.
say you believe.
Okay.
Or you know.
So.
You know it,
So,
even
one
though
second.
they're both atoms.
1 second. Okay, 1 second.
You believe it or
So
you know
now-
it?
So, Aki, please.
Yeah, get ready.
Please. You get ready
you're-
to show. You're crazy. Don't think we're crazy.
Bro, we're
now,
all crazy.
we have a scripture which is the Quran that says it's from God. Yes.
And
now,
I have a comic of Batman that says he lives in Gotham City.
Good, that's why you're crazy. That's why you're crazy. One second, Aki. Now the Quran has a challenge for you. Yeah? Because we don't crazily come and say, you know what, this is from God. Why?
Yes,
It's from
you do.
God. Let's see.
Yes,
The
you do.
Quran challenges you. Forget me, put a little
Challenge
aside.
me?
The Quran challenges you.
Challenging me
It
what
says
for?
let me finish, then you know what for. You're acting crazy, man. Let me finish. The Quran says, indeed, if this not was from your Lord, you will find many discrepancies and contradictions in it. Bring it forth. Point number 1. Point number 2, it says, indeed, if this not from your Lord, bring a chapter like it. Bring the chapter like, oh, yes. You see, yes. The second thing, look, I'm telling,
Bro.
I'm saying, bring these and I'm ready to join you and we'll meditate together and see daydreams of our ancestors.
No, you don't need to.
Listen, no, 1 second.
You don't need to,
One
bro.
second, 1 second. The second
don't
point,
need to.
bring a chapter like it. The third point, the Quran has linguistic miracles, which we believe. It has historical miracles. All you can do is burn.
Like Moses and Pharaoh. Those historical miracles like Moses and Pharaoh that you can't actually prove.
Historical miracles.
Yeah.
Now, I will give you the points of the historical miracles. You have to do your homework and come. You're crazy. Now we have this basis. Prove the Quran is wrong. I'm ready to join you to
Are
meditate.
you mad? All right.
You're mad.
Let me show you your logic.
Go on.
I'm a brain surgeon. Yeah?
You're crazy.
And no, hang on. I'm a brain surgeon. I say, yo, the left lobe of the brain causes cancer.
Okay.
I come to you and say that. And then you say, hang on a minute. How do you know the left side of the brain causes cancer? You go and do a surgical remove. Hang on a minute, bro. I came to you telling you that the front left lobe or whatever it is causes cancer. I shouldn't expect you to go and do the surgery. I should have done the surgery myself to show you that this is what it is. That's your lot's logic. You lot expect someone else to disprove the thing that you can't prove.
Bring your evidence.
No, you bring yours, bro.
I can't prove. Look, he's saying he believes.
You bring yours.
He said he
Don't
believes.
make a claim about the front left lobe of the brain and then ask another surgeon to go and prove what you said.
1 second.
What are you
I'm
talking
telling
about?
you, the Quran proves itself by,
does it?
by giving you this challenge. Meet the challenge.
No,
You're telling
that's not
me
a proof.
You see your ancestors. Where's your
That's
evidence
not a
that you're
proof.
not deluded?
That's not a-
You're crazy. This
Bro.
is the same guy that every day comes and challenges us. And I watched the
Listen.
video and I started looking at his beliefs and I was
Bro,
like,
listen
this
to what I'm
guy
saying
for
to you.
real.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
How do you speak to your ancestors?
I already told you I meditate.
How? One more time for the viewers.
Meditate.
Meditate. And how do you know he's
Bro,
How do you know
do you know
this person
something?
speaks
Do
to
you know
his
something?
ancestor?
Do you know something?
1 second.
No, do you know something? Do you know something?
I don't know.
I'm gonna explain to you.
I don't know that something.
I understand that me speaking to my ancestors is solely subjective. I understand that.
Good.
So,
Then don't put it on us.
Listen.
I'm listening.
I'm put what on you? I'm not.
That you're crazy and you're trying to make
No,
me
listen.
crazy.
I'm not telling you that you need to prove about my ancestors. I'm telling you the other thing. I'm saying it's true to me.
Okay.
It's what I do, and I'm cool with it. You ain't got to believe it. You ain't gonna burn in. Oh wait, I'm not finished. You ain't gonna burn in hell if you don't do it.
Okay.
You are saying though.
Yes.
Can you calm down there a minute?
I'm calm. What are you talking about? You are saying with your type of crazy, because that's my crazy, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You are saying with your type of crazy.
No, we're not crazy, you
No,
are.
no, you are.
No,
You
we're
are.
not
You are.
crazy,
You are. You are. I'm gonna explain it. You are saying with your type of crazy, with the Allah and the Moses and the this guy and the Abraham and all that kind of, and the Adam and the Eve, that type of crazy. You're telling me now that I'm supposed to prove that.
Okay.
No, hang on. But you can't prove it. You can't prove it.
Quran gave you a challenge.
I don't give a fuck about the
The Quran
challenge.
gave a challenge. There you
Seriously, I don't
go.
give a fuck about
What
that.
does Sara do when he's upset and he can't
Sorry.
answer? He starts
I
swearing.
don't give a
He
damn
either talks about sex or meditating
All right,
or
whatever,
gets
whatever,
starts
whatever.
swearing.
Bro,
Don't swear. Why are you
I
swearing?
challenge. Listen,
Why are you swearing?
Listen, like I said,
I'm asking, did I swear at you?
it doesn't matter.
Is that why you getting
It doesn't
angry?
matter that I swore. Why does it matter?
Say, I'm
Why does it
not
matter?
Why are you getting angry?
No, listen.
You're emotional. Don't come to speak. It's going to be emotional.
All right. What I'm trying to say to you is no,
would you like me
because
to
what I'm
answer
trying to say to you is, like the brain surgeon, I shouldn't come to you and ask you to disprove what I said about the brain.
The challenge is there. Meet it, my friend. Meet it.
No.
One chapter.
Listen, you are supposed to prove it. I'm not supposed to disprove it. You are supposed. If you are making a claim, you are supposed to prove the claim that you are making.
Sarah,
Does that
listen,
not make
listen,
sense?
Sarah.
Don't ask me to do it for you.
Quran is doing that.
Listen,
Calm down,
I am
calm
not.
down.
No, the Quran is not doing that.
Yes,
it is.
The Quran's not doing
It
that.
is. You
The
said you believe
Quran is
Harry
making
Potter.
a claim.
Do you believe Harry Potter?
The Quran is making a claim.
Yes.
Oh, we're back
I
here
make the
again.
claim.
I don't like having
Make
this
the
argument, you
claim.
know, because you
Make
do
the
the
claim.
same stuff
No,
all
we
the
don't.
time,
Can I say
bro.
something?
We don't.
You have the same arguments all the time.
Sorry, look,
Finish it.
there's
I
a
want to know
difference.
if you think the
It's the
superior.
same argument, bro.
That's cool.
On every single video, every single
every
person I
time you
speak
tell me
to,
the
you do
challenge.
the. It's
Every
not
time
for
you
me
tell me
to
the
meet the challenge.
You can't.
It's not for me to meet the
Sir,
challenge.
bruh, say
It's
to me,
for
I can't
you
meet the challenge.
to prove your claims.
The book is the claim. The book says this is from Allah.
No, it's a
Prove
claim.
otherwise.
No, it's a claim.
Evidence. Bring evidence.
No, it's a claim.
I want to see.
Listen,
Challenge the
please,
claim.
fam, no, please.
Challenge the claim.
Please listen to what I'm saying.
Challenge
Please
the
listen to what I'm saying.
Challenge the claim.
If you make a claim,
Yes.
are you supposed to prove that claim? No, are you supposed to prove it? Not me.
Okay.
No, because you brought the claim, right?
Yes.
Am I supposed to prove the claim, or are you supposed to prove it?
Yes, but what I'm saying.
No, are you supposed to prove it on me?
No. Okay, the Quran is supposed to prove it. It does by giving you the scripture and saying they.
No, that's now shifting the burden of proof onto you. That's what it's called, shifting the burden of proof. You keep
The Quran-
shifting
Sara,
it.
the Quran
No,
has no
you
contradiction
keep
in errors.
shifting. Prove it. You're crazy.
Sara,
You're crazy.
You're crazy, bro.
Sara,
You want me to go and find contradiction? I don't believe you.
You're crazy. You're
Sara,
crazy.
listen to me carefully.
You're crazy. That's what I'm saying. You're just as crazy as me, you know. You're just as crazy
There's
as
a
me.
difference between what we believe in and what you believe in.
Of course there is.
I'll tell you the difference, yeah? You've
I've
said...
got to roll out. You lot are making me stay here.
That's alright,
No,
don't
when we
worry.
talk about the superiority, and then you can.
Sarah, listen to me carefully. What you said was that you believe in your ancestors and you admitted that's a subjective belief.
Of course.
You admitted on camera and it's on the video that you don't know what the difference. You don't know the difference between deductive and inductive logic is. I told you.
No, but you still understand what I was talking about,
Do you
though.
mind if I finish my point? I told you that deductive logic
Should be a shuffle as
is.
well. Go on.
If you, call me whatever you want to call me. That's called an ad hominem attack.
I know it is.
In logic.
I know it is.
And that's what people do when they're desperate and they have no other
Nah,
way
not at all, bro.
of defending themselves. What I'm saying to
I
you.
just don't like people trying to sound
Okay,
smart when they actually mean what
whatever.
you were talking about.
So, deductive logic aims to prove something absolutely, objectively, yeah? What I've been able to do today is give you the sort of summarized version of what you call the cosmological argument. I said to you that everything that begins to exist has a cause, the universe began to exist, and therefore the universe has a cause.
I'll be recapping now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Therefore, the universe has a cause. If you follow this argument through, unless you're able to disprove one of its premises, you should
gotta go,
actually
though.
get an
It's the woman.
objective. You should get an.
It's the woman.
The ancestor. You should get an objective reality, not a subjective one. So what I'm saying is that when you follow the argument properly, through and through, my claim here today is that I have a deductive syllogism which is able to give you objective results, not subjective results. My claim to you is, have you got the same deductive syllogism for your belief?
Energy, ancestors.
I don't need to.
There you go, my friend. Therefore, you have to admit then
Let's say
to
you-
the cameras
let's say
that we have something called evidences and
No,
you
you
don't
don't.
have something called
No,
evidences.
you don't.
It's
Yes,
done.
you do.
No, you
Thank you
don't.
very much, my friend.
No, you
No,
don't.
one last question.
Go
One
to
last
hell for him,
question.
please.
One last question. Do you
Listen, I'll go answer my phone.
believe you're superior?
But I'm your father.
No. Listen, there you go. I'm your father. Sick evidence. Wow. Okay, you believe the same thing as he does. Do you guys believe you're superior? Okay. What? Okay. Do you believe you're
When his
superior?
ancestors come back,
Do you believe you're superior to the white race?
What does that mean?
I'm asking you, do you believe as a black person, are you superior to us in your belief?
I don't have a belief.
No, you do. The
My belief. Kemet doesn't say. The Kemet doesn't say.
What is it? I don't want to know. Yeah, what is it?
For one, Kemet is just the name that they gave to the people called the land. It doesn't mean it's not a belief. It's not like a system. It's just a land. It's a whole area. So now the Nile Valley.
So what do you live your life based on then?
What do you mean? What I live my life best?
What is your life? For example, we follow the Quran and the Sunnah for our guide now what we can do, what we can't do, etc.
Okay.
What do you don't you belong to a religion or a faith?
No, I don't. So I just live my life on obviously the experience that I have in my environment, so in my nature. So me growing up in South London, meeting my friends, my parents telling me what. That's how I live my life. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's another topic.
See what I'm saying?
Okay, so you don't believe because he believes
He believes what?
that he's superior, like the black.
It doesn't.
That's why. No, but you said no. 1 second. You said to me.
Yeah,
You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
But you didn't. You said sorry. You said black woman, black.
I didn't say black woman. I said it means man, woman, and child.
Did you say
You
black?
said black.
I said black.
I said it.
You said that. I didn't say that.
Why'd you say
I was
black?
singing. You said woman and child. I said
No, but he said black woman.
No, I was singing. There's a song called Black Woman
So what's
and
this?
Child.
I said this is man, woman, and child.
It's still going. It's still going.
So what do you want to know what he believes?
No one know what he believes because he's very racist.
No, he's not racist. What it is you're trying to, it's like,
Where's it go?
you're trying to find if he's religious or if there's some sort of religion. that
He's religious. I thought all this time he's an atheist.
Nah.
He believes more crazy stuff than us.
What it is he just, the stuff that he's into is dealing with more with the natural world, like where you live, your environment. So, to his ancestors, in that environment that they lived in Africa, they had to understand the certain areas which they lived. They had to understand the animals, certain things that live in that harsh environment. Now, when they, obviously, to make, obviously, the community understand it and kids to learn, what they did is documented all these things. So they documented certain things, they put it in certain texts so people to understand. To understand. So what I'm saying is now, what happened is when different people came over and saw these things, they were like, whoa, they don't understand it. Because obviously they're coming from a different area. So they took these things and was obviously, they took these things and went back and said, look, I wrote and said, they believe this. They believe that this, but it's not the actual case. All it is they just, things in nature, they just pull it in story form for people to understand. That's
One day, when are you here next week? I want to sit down. I want to understand.
Yeah. That's calm. Yeah, that's what it is.
What's your name? He doesn't like these. That's the Sara show. You're shouting out Sara.
To see more videos like this, subscribe to Titans TV down below. Thanks.
The greatest darky that bite with shark teeth and hate malarkey. Who you? The greatest heartbeat. Ancient Egypt is amazing.
Did the Prophet Muhammad split the moon?
Did he do it? No, with the permission of
Sorry, did God split the moon?
Yes, through him to show people. Yes.
Did Muhammad fly into heaven on a white horse?
Yes, sir.
I said you